Alright, well, glad that works. So, as you can see, we have loaded in as Dido, which is great, because when I went to save the game, it saved the game as Harold, which had me just a little bit concerned, because even loading, it was loading in as Harold, so I was a little worried that the save wasn't going to actually work right, but apparently this mod works great, so let's go ahead and in turn and continue the game on. So, welcome everybody, Brian with you from TheGameCommon. We are doing some more AI-only battles in Civilization 6. We are continuing with our Gathering Storm Civs right now. Sweden and England / Eleanor England are currently tied for first place, although that's probably going to switch here in just a little bit because Daros, which is England right now, is flipping. I think Coupe is in a golden era, where I think she's in a normal era. But then the question is, how does this like relate to, you know, the score line? How would this actually compare to the Gathering Storm Civs, like how we would expect it before the episode began or before the series began? So I do think Sweden is pretty dang good. I think Eleanor is pretty okay as well, but if I had to pick like the top two, obviously it's going to be like Coupe and Ottomans. I think those are by far the two strongest civs. Now keep in mind, Canada's up there right now. They're in third place. And I think Canada might be one of the worst civs in the game, let alone by far the worst civ in Gathering Storm. Simply because they have a really strong starting bias towards the tundra, and I know they get some bonuses, but it's just like, it makes it like acceptable. You'd still rather much have a Canada like this, where you're not starting as much in snow. So if you're not quite sure how the start bonuses work, or the start bias work, there is like a value, I think it's like between 1 and 3 based on the different terrain, and every empire has a slightly different start bias. I don't know if I can actually access those in the game files. I do know that pre-Gathering Storm, someone on the subreddit actually posted a link to all the different start bias. And, you know, for example, one of the reasons I end up ranking Scotland usually pretty low, even though I know a lot of people love them, is because Scotland has a tier 3 start bias towards tundra. And Scotland gets no bonuses for tundra. So starting in the tundra as Scotland is just absolutely terrible. And so that's where the start bias can really kind of screw you. You know, Mali, for example, they're always going to start near the desert. Brazil is always going to start near rainforest. You know, you got different stuff like that. And sometimes it's really beneficial, but sometimes, you know, usually you don't want to start necessarily in snow. I think Mali's about the only civ that you really actually do want to start with some desert tiles because of how Mali's empire works. But even then, you're getting just like a lot less production out of the desert and less food and stuff like that. And even with the bonuses, I still don't think their improved tiles come anywhere close to, you know, well, I guess we could look. So they don't, can they farm? They can. So they have a farm right now, and they have 2 whole food there. Compare that to the 4-1 food right there. So why would you ever want that? They got a mine here. Yo, Canada, I wasn't done talking. They got a mine here in the tundra, or rather a lumber mill, and that's a 1-4. Their lumber mills elsewhere also a 1-4. Okay, so that's not that big of a negative. Then they have the mine, which is a 1-5, and then their mines elsewhere are 1-5 as well. Okay, so the mines aren't terrible, but the farms just really suck. Okay, let's run through and see who's at war with everyone. Eleanor's at war with Sweden and Mari. Okay, that's a little weird. Coupe is currently at war with Sweden. Sorry, Hungary. Now, the thing with any of those wars, I don't know any of those wars are actually being fought because they're so far away from each other. Like, what's Coupe going to do against Hungary? Or vice versa, what are they going to do against each other? They're not even bordering each other. Nidaros did end up flipping. We got 8 turns to the next era. She dropped a few points, but she's currently still ahead of Christina. So, anyways, so we were getting to what we thought would be the lead. So, obviously, you know, if I'm picking the best 2 civs, I would be picking Ottomans. I would be picking the Maori. So seeing Eleanor up here, seeing Sweden up here is kind of nice. Actually, Sweden just made a huge jump. So, and then also seeing Canada up here is pretty ridiculous as well. I mean, Canada's got freaking mechanized infantry, so they should have, yeah, they do have rocket sites. I was gonna say, if they have mech infantry, they should have rocket sites. Does Sweden's building some rocket sites too. Okay, what's the current science look like? 334 to 366. You were making 400 at one point, Sweden, so she must have switched off one of the policies. So that's going to be interesting to find out. Also, why is that all lit? That's cool. Yeah, I don't think I ever noticed that those actually have lights on them. Huh. All right, so who's going to be able to pull out the science victory? I mean, you still got to lean towards Sweden in this case, but I mean, Canada's right there, and Canada's got a pretty strong army too. But they don't really border each other, and Canada is not someone that's going to end up declaring wars. So they do have this really nice Petra. A really nice Petra. Really, really, really nice Petra. We could run through wonders. Yeah, we could see what wonders got built. Wonders. Problem is, we got to do the search before the end of the turn, because then it like resets the search. All right, so we got 54. So Mausoleum got built by the Maori. Also built the Statue of Liberty. All right, not the best spot, but sure. That's Oxford, right? Yeah, that's Oxford got built by Canada, so that's going to help him catch up. Also, the Kilwa was over there, too. Speaking of which, there it is. Broadway did get finished by England. All right, that's good, that's good, that's good. That is the Great Lighthouse got built by the Maori, which we had seen already. We've already seen that one. What was the other one? Is that Cristo back there? Yeah, that's the Cristo getting built by England. The Panama Canal got built by Canada. I have to say, a little disappointed by that one. I mean, you could literally just put a harbor there, but whatever. I hate when they just Panama Canal that way. Like, actually canal a city. Like, don't just freaking do a pass to this, whatever. We already knew about the Grey Bath. Lots of wonders here. So, Big Ben, this is all Canada. He's got the Argergaz, which, yeah, I butchered. Great Library and the Watt are all there. Nice, nice. Coliseum in Sheffield, which we saw. Oh, the Hue. Who built the Hue? Canada. Dude, Canada's got a lot of wonders. What's his culture? 113. Huh. He's got a lot of wonders and not doing too well in culture. England's got a lot of wonders too. What's England's culture? 268. You're right up there. You're not doing too terribly. The Hajj, also the Forbidden City. Crap, we lost the thing. Okay, 8 requests. That is the Taj Mahal. Hold up. Was that Forbidden City? Ah, Terracotta. Dang it. I'm getting to the point where I recognize most of them, but not still 100% on them. So, new era. Go away. We got a heroic era. Canada also got a heroic. England, Sweden, and Coupe all got golden eras. And then normal eras everywhere except Pachacuti. So, Nidaros is not flipping. The question is, how many great works are you rolling with? A lot. So you should be putting a lot of pressure. If he wasn't in a golden era, yeah, if he wasn't in a golden era, he'd be flipping. He would definitely be flipping. You actually, whoa, you might flip Dido. She's at +0 on both of those, and that's only, oh, never mind. Dido never flips. I forgot. Dido never flips. Okay, well, never mind. And then this is too far away to really make a difference. Wars. Eleanor, it's still at war with the same two. It looks like it's just the same wars right now. Okay, anyone start shooting off rockets yet? Yes, Christina is, Canada got the first rocket off. Christina's not far behind. We aren't allies with anyone, so we can't technically see it. I could switch over, but I don't really want to. Because once again, I would have to reveal all. We could just switch and see how far behind they are. And then, you know what? I'm actually not opposed to that. So let's switch over to Christina real quick. We're going to end turn. We're going to lose some of this vision, but we can just switch right back to Dido. I don't want to reveal all because she might not have revealed wonders and stuff like that. So mainly I'm just doing this so I can see how far behind she is with the rockets. Canada's not shooting off that second one yet. It's pretty close. Yeah, it's on the space, or well, no, it's not quite on the spaceport yet, or on the outside. And it's probably about, let's say 10 turns. I'm going to say 10 turns because it's the AI. I kind of feel like it's there, but it's not there yet. Also, we didn't look at diplomatic victory, so we should go pop back over and look at diplomatic victory. Yo. Yeah, these turns are starting to slow way the freaking heck down. It's like anytime you get post 200 in Civ 6, it just slows down so much because there's so many units. Which is why it's like, I think the AI autoplay for about the first 200 turns. And then it's just like, too much. There's no way to speed things up either. I wish I could like speed up the AI decisions. Like, I wish there was an option where it was like AI, you know, or even if we could just do everyone's turn at the same time. Because this, I don't think, actually changes anything. Okay. We're Dido still. You didn't switch. So all that and you didn't even switch. Probably because I canceled the switch. Alright, well... Oh, we were doing 10 turns, Brian. Whoops. We forgot to actually switch it to 1. Whoopsie. Kinda my bad. Kinda my bad. Well, we can cancel this again by doing that. That is the nice thing. I can't believe I forgot to switch it over. She's got some oil over here. We should also take a quick look at yields because we hadn't really done this. So, Christina's got the only uranium, or she's the only one that unlocked the uranium at least. Oil right now is just those 4. I think these are the 4 high up on tech, so that makes sense. This one's kind of big, though. Molly doesn't necessarily have aluminum. Yeah, I think that's what that means. Then coal is being missed out on by Dido, although we might not have unlocked the tech. And Ottomans? Yeah, Ottomans. And there's still one other, Pachacuti. Pachacuti. Yeah, they might just not have the tech unlocked, though. All right, let's do this the right way. Not Eleanor Aquitaine. Christina, please. 1 turn, please. In's turn. Please, let's go. I was wondering why the turn. I'm like, turns do take a little longer, but that's a little crazy long. Did I see a... Oh, no. I thought I saw a canal through this, and I was so excited. This looks really cool, by the way, with the natural wonder there, and then the dam. Yeah. So... Alright, well, we just lost our unit. Wasn't my fault. Wasn't trying to build it. So you're sending 8, 17 turns, 5 turns, 2 turns. Did you get the rocket off? No, 7 turns. And that's the moon landing, which is the first one. Nope, that's the second one. So you got the Earth satellite. So you're currently actually beating Canada. You're at 7 turns. We could pop over to Canada, Wilford, and we can see what is production. This is also key. You're at 83 production right there. I wonder if this gives me the AI bonus. Yeah, I wonder if we screw up that AI deity bonus every time we switch. So, like, is Dido missing out on the bonus? We could try doing the Make Humans OP again mod, which basically is almost the exact same one. I don't know if it's applying or not. Is there any way for me to look at it? I don't think so. Okay, so now that we're Canada, can we see where the thing is? 10 turns. So they're just a little bit behind right now. Yeah, they're just a little bit behind. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Next turn is going to be another vote. Okay, I want to look at culture. We got a ways to go before anyone can pull that out. Domination, whatever. Religion. You look pretty good, but these are some pretty beefy religious civs, so I don't think that's gonna happen. And diplomacy points doesn't really look like it's gonna happen. So at this point, it looks like it's gonna be a science victory or a score victory. I hope we get to see some death row bits. I hope we get to see some death row bits. So where are we gonna switch? Oh, we should wait 2 turns. Let's go to Dido. Let's go 2 turns, and then let's see what the next World Congress is. So I'm going back to Dido so we can see everyone. Were there any wars? Well, we'll find out in 2 turns. I mean, we knew that Sweden was still fighting someone because they ended up losing a troop. I think they were still fighting England, which is kind of hilarious because not really going to do anything to each other. You're popping out some great musicians. That was the Maori city, so that one flipped. Okay, not bad. Not bad. So, what did we end up passing? Spies executing the chosen operation got 2 levels higher. That was Breach Dam. All right. Someone really hates dams. 100% of the city, scientific one. Coupe ended up losing 3 diplomatic victory points. So he went from 8 then to 5. He didn't even get any of the other votes. Ooh, poor Coupe, man. Poor Coupe. So let's look at score. I know you can see it up there, but I kind of like seeing it in the list. Pachacuti is not that far ahead of us. So Dido, you got a chance to pass Pachacuti. I do think Pachacuti is one of the better civs, but he's not really doing too well right now. I'm impressed by Mali. I think Mali's one of the weaker one. I'll be honest, every time I've ever played the game since Gathering Storm has come out and we've seen Mali as our neighbor, there's not been one time where I'm like, oh crap. Like, I've always just absolutely destroyed him every time I've ever played him in any Civ 6 game. Even though he gets ridiculous amounts of money, I don't really find him that strong. So, he's got a decent empire, man. And he's got a lot of troops. He's just not, for whatever reason, using them all that efficiently. You must have killed my troop. Okay. Yeah. Also, why are you bringing catapults against Cav? I'm gonna throw that out there. Probably not your best option. Yeah, probably not your best option. We forgot to look at wars. Well, there you go. There, we lost our troops, so now we don't have to worry about it. Mali's still expanding this way. Westward, we still never really filled in this desert, man. The Aldan Desert never really got filled in. Nope. There's a nice little fort there in the middle of the desert, which I find kind of hilarious. I think he's going for Sweden now. No, okay. And Sweden just popped out some tank corps. Yeah, and tank army. Sweden is scary, dude. Sweden is definitely pretty scary right now. Did the rocket get shot off? No, but it's about to. There it is. Okay, so Sweden just got the second rocket off. You can see the trails. You can see the trails. Oh, Canada, shoot off your rocket quicker. I want you to win because you're my northern neighbor. I don't know. Canada, man, it's freaking scary army. If you would have started this map being like, yo, Canada was going to have the largest military, Mali was going to have the largest territory, and Canada would have the second. Wow, you got so lucky. You got so lucky. That could have pillaged that. But then Canada would be like the second best in tech with the largest army, and Mali was going to have the most territory with the second largest army. I would have been like, nah. So the question is, are they shooting off the next one? Not that we can see. The third one's a little harder to get to because it's on a completely different tech tree, because usually the AI will focus one top or bottom. So it doesn't look like either of the guys are actually there yet. It looks like you're getting flood barriers, so you can keep that from flooding. Wasn't it this one? No, it was this one that shot it off. Canada's finally filling in this territory. Like, I think Canada could be schooling right now in tech if they would have gotten these other cities up quicker. But they just never ended up going that way. Or they just didn't go settle that way. Flooding is starting to become a problem. Yeah, it looks like we got the first tile flood. Actually, no, we're up to 3 now. Okay. Tornado Garrett. Climate change phase 3. Climate change phase 2. So we can kind of hover around and see who's flooding. Dido's facing the most, which, you know, kind of makes the most sense because you started with such a snaky island. How's the score change? Coupe's in... What? Coupe pulling it out. What? Why? What's Coupe doing that's so good? I mean, he's making a lot of culture right now. I have no idea. Diplomacy? He's not doing all that hot in. He's not really doing that hot in religion. Actually, doesn't even have a religion. So how does Coupe have so much score? What? Wonders? He's got 105 in wonders, but that's the same as Christina. Era score, he has less in. Tech, he has less in. Religion, he had... Okay, so he had a religion, but it got absolutely crapped on. Great people, he has less. He just has a slightly larger empire size. Oh, he's only winning by 1. It's his empire size right now. And I think a lot of that's just because he has cities all over the world. Is he losing any of those cities? No. He really needs a couple more, though. I think that's a very soft lead right now. Meaning, he's going to keep falling behind in tech. And he's not really going to take too much of a lead in culture, in civics. So I think that's going to be I don't think he's going to be able to hold on to that lead. Okay, especially since he doesn't have the religion. Elnor's still at war with Sweden. So those two are at war with each other. Coupe's still at war with Matthias, which, okay. Not quite sure what you guys are doing there. And everyone still loves Canada. Actually, no. Sweden doesn't like Canada. Not denounced yet, so we can't, there's not necessarily going to be a war, but potentially might happen. Ah, I forgot to look at the freaking next rockets. It's okay. We saw that there weren't any. Yeah, I mean, you're not shooting a rocket off there, and I don't see a rocket here, so I don't think they have that yet. Wouldn't have mind looking at the tech tree, seeing where everyone's at, but so far I think everything's going pretty well. We could also just end the turn by just clicking that and then actually look at it, which is probably not a bad idea. So here's the question, is Canada and or Mali ever going to use their army? I don't know. I like Canada, the fact that he has a bunch of bombers and planes now. I think that's pretty awesome. Yo, I don't actually want to talk to you. So this doesn't really give us that much information other than the fact that Christina does potentially have the Mars colony. Maybe. You have the moon landing. You might be close. Did you have modern armor? Not that I can see. No, you still have the old armor. And he has money. She has money, sorry. Yeah, so you could have upgraded right away. So I don't think she has modern armor, which is a prereq for this. I also don't think we've seen missile cruisers, but that's not a prereq, actually. Just the modern armor. What about helicopters? We've not seen helicopters, so she might still be pretty far back there. Now, Canada is also interesting. He's just up here. So she has one of these techs. She either has Operation Ivy, thermonuclear, or robotics. Yeah, because she's up there, and we know Canada was up there too, because Canada had the rockets. All right, ooh, she's losing one of her cities. Oh, hello. Do we get another era? No, this is still the same era. Still 16 turns left. Interesting. And that's flipping in 18 turns. Maybe. It might flip. Yeah, it might just flip. How much does that hinder her? That's a little bit of science, actually. Yeah, and there's a research lab there, so that's actually quite a bit of science she would end up losing out on. Canada's already taken the lead in science, but it's still so close and so late that it's not really that big of a deal either way. It just kind of depends on how many of these earlier techs they have, too. I think Canada might actually start the Mars colony first. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking Canada might be able to pop it out first. All right, we are once again going for Falloon. With Swordsman. So, I'm kind of thinking when we switch to a Civ, they kind of don't get their AI bonuses anymore. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that's what's happening here. I mean, we don't really have a lot of experience to weigh in on here, but the fact that, like, we're still rolling around with swordsmen and frigates and knights kind of leads me to believe that that's what's happening. I don't know. Okay, rock band's popping out for England. England's at 310. Ooh, bad rock band, bad rock band, bad rock band. Coupe should also have rock bands. Yeah, if England's there, Coupe should also have rock bands as well. So that'll be interesting to see if they can pull it out. Rock bands can just really take you over the top if you get a couple really good concerts. Another failed one, dude. I don't think I've ever heard back-to-back fails from the AI and rock bands. Seriously. AI has some, like, crazy luck when it comes to rock bands. They, like, win, like, I would say 90% of the time. My gosh, another fail. Dude. Dude. Oh, I am so mad. We could have had the greatest Panama Canal here. Man, Panama Canal, the two lakes, and then canal out to the ocean. Although this poor city right here used to be on a nice little island, and now it's all by itself. Poor Adana. But man, Konya could have had just some killer freaking, yeah, access to the ocean. We also could have potentially, nah, if you want to build there, we could have canaled this, but oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Would that have been better? Yeah, actually that might have been better and then canal there. So then you just have a pass through on this little island? I don't know, it's not that far to get along. Just being able to use this city though, and build ships here and then send them out to the ocean is pretty cool though. Also too, if you want to build either of those, you would have been able to do it as well. But, you know, whatever. You make your decisions. AI's so bad with canals. So bad with canals. Okay, looks like we still got the same wars happening. Yeah, we still got the same wars happening. That is a lot of gold, guys. That is a lot of gold. 38k is a little much. Just a little on the much side. Culture, no one's close yet. And diplomacy's at 9. No, I want to see era. Still got a little over 10 turns, so we'll do... Actually, we need to wrap this episode up. I'm just going to click it, and then we'll stop it here in just a little bit. They do have seaside resorts. Okay, that's England, though. That's England. Another fail! Dude, what is happening with these rock bands? Wow! That's a little crazy. I don't think I've ever heard this many fails from the AI before. Yeah, Canada's finally filling in all this. Just a little too late. Oh, hey, someone finally had a successful rock band. Finally. Also, you don't need 6,000 rocket sites, just throwing that out there. You know, 1 rocket site's enough, or 2 if you protect it, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. Nope, there's another fail. My gosh, dude. So what is that, like 4 fails and 1 success? Oh, the failings of the rock band. You know, let's just be honest. No one in this world believes that rock bands are worthy, or worth it, or good, or nice, or fun. Whatever you want to use. So, Mari's got fighters. 561 on that culture per turn. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. So it's one of these cases where, like I said before, we're so late in the game where it doesn't... Oh my god, another one. We're just so late in the game where wars usually just won't happen because A, you got alliances, and then B, you have so much military strength. Like, no one's going to declare war on the Mali. Not with that freaking 26,000 combat strength. Same thing with Canada. Now, both of them, like, potentially could declare. Like, Sweden's pretty weak here. But the thing is, Canada won't declare that war, probably. Ever. I don't think the AI is even programmed to declare war. I mean, I assume... Would the AI ever denounce and declare war? Hey, successful rock band. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Someone got a successful rock band. Does Pachacuti have a chance to catch back up here? Probably not. How far behind is he? 628. Does Pachacuti have a chance to stay ahead of Dido? Perhaps. Perhaps. What are we looking at here? They are just completely screwing over the world right now. Canada is the worst. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Mari's right up there as well. Actually, Dido. Well, I guess Dido just hasn't even gotten that tech yet? Do we not have coal yet? Yeah, we've unlocked coal, we just don't have access to it, or we hadn't built any of those units yet. So, all right, well, that's interesting, that's interesting. So, we're gonna wrap this episode up here. Probably got 1, maybe 2 more episodes left. 8 turns left there, but probably got 1 or 2 more episodes left in this particular series. So if you enjoyed it, drop a like, comment, and let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button in the game comment, show your support. Estadio up here. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.